Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again. Going to be doing another session gameplay series on the busygamerdad channel with the new vibe where we're going to be taking a look at Die for the Lich. This is a demo. I had seen other streamers play it and I was really interested to try it out, so I figured we'd show it as a session gameplay and see if it's something that's also worth your time if you have not already made that decision and you were looking for more information. I'll have a link to the game should you want to pick it up in the YouTube description. If you happen to be down there as you're not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button, help grow the channel, hit that like to grow awareness for this video and this content if you do enjoy this type of gameplay. The session game format is going to be very simple, straightforward. First episode, I've never played this game. Typically, I've never played the games, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on them, what I think is going on, and how we're going to solve the problems that get thrown at us. The second episode is going to be about the game mechanics and how I understand them after I played it a little bit more, maybe off screen, or if we're just getting a little bit further in the run that we continue on with. And then the last episode is going to be my closing thoughts. So please do stay tuned for those 3 episodes if you are interested in getting the full gambit of information. So now I have never played this game, but as I said, I have seen other people play it, and it's your typical roguelike kind of thing where you roll dice, you have random RNG to help you win the day. There's certain equipments that you get to help offset the negatives that you can have going on, attacks and shields and various other things like that, but it does have a really cool design aesthetic and a really risk-reward mechanic that is slightly different than maybe what you've seen in the way of the dice rolling and how they interact with the items that you can get. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to have some fun. Play campaign? Yep, that's what we're going to do. So we have the Undertaker, and then we don't have Anku unlocked, but we just have the Undertaker. So objects, the 4 obsidian die, it's a D4. Yep, okay, good. Shovel, coffin shield, not coven shield. No abilities. All right, fair enough. So like I said, we're just kind of going through, going to have our battles. We're going to be figuring them out. We have to pick which ones we want to go through. There's certain choices that we have to make, and then there's a boss battle at the end. Let's see, we have the shovel, we have the shield, and we don't have anything in our auxiliary weapon slot right now. And this is our deck, or our belt pouch full of dice. We have 4d4, we have 3d6. This is another obsidian one. Every side of this dice is 4. Oh, okay, cool. And then we have a clover. Add 3 to the counter. I don't know what the counter is. I don't know what that's about, but we'll figure that out. All right, we got to fight a dog. All right. You draw 5 objects from your bag at the beginning of your turn. Okay. You select a weapon from your inventory to equip it. All right, so they're attacking me, so I'm going to try and shield. You can now roll die and trinkets to add to their value. Okay. So they're doing 2 damage, so I'm going to do that. We got a 3. The counter is still under the weapon's critical value, so I can keep rolling. Oh, so, okay, we have a threshold here. So this counter is the critical value. If we exceed it, what happens? I have questions. And a 2. Okay, so we failed. So you've failed. You've rolled over the weapon's critical value and failed. You can clear the board by selecting your weapon. You can also switch your weapon during a failed roll. I see. So, and then can I end my turn? Or how do I do this? You gain armor by selecting myself. Alright, so I did that. You can only use each weapon once per turn. Okay, so now I can do this guy, and I have 2 dice left, and their critical is 6. Oh, that's pretty close. I'm going to choose to attack. You can attack an enemy by selecting them. Okay, so I'm just going to do that then. And then I'm going to end my turn. Okay. Alright, so that kind of makes sense. Like I said, the system functions a little bit differently than what I've seen in other roguelites. Maybe if you know out there there's similar roguelites or similar dice deck kind of games like this, let me know. And maybe we can cover those as well. Keep your tray objects from previous turns. Oh, wow. Okay, so we keep them. Any leftover armor is lost at the start of the turn. Gotcha. Okay, so they're going to attack again. So I want to try and... Well... If I just do that, that's just 3, right? Yeah, so then I'll click myself, I'll add the armor, and then I'll just swing for the fences, right? So I got a 4. Darn it. We went too far. So what happens if I can critical with 4s? Alright, so there's 3. And another 3. Critical. So I hit the top. So you're in a critical state. You cannot roll more dice unless an effect allows it. Every weapon has its own critical state. Hover over the weapon to read it. Critical roll 1d4 from your tray. But what does that do for me? Because I'm gonna attack this thing for 6. Oh, no, it gives me bonus damage. I see. Okay. Alright. I'm kind of getting it. I'm kind of getting it. We blocked that damage. That's great. Alright, so we have armor's lost. So I'm just going to do that again, right? Yeah, just shield myself for that. Not that I really need to. And then they're dead, right? Like, or do I have to... Nope, there we are. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I could have attacked them with the 4. I guess it didn't really matter. I was just rolling the dice for rolling the dice sake. And there's point system. I don't know what the point system's about. All right, let's unearth this. And let's see. Add 1 counter. Create a ghost dice of the same type and place it in your tray. Ghost dice evaporates if it's moved into your discard bag. Okay. I don't think I want that. I just want the flat counter, because if that just adds 1 and I'm 1 short from a critical, I'm going to do that. Starter chest, starter chest. These are more weapon chests. I'm going to... They both lead to either an elite. Let's go down the middle. Let's just right down the middle. What do we got? What do we got? Bones. So, can be rolled during critical state. Subtract 1 from counter, subtract 1 from counter. So these 3, or a shield, rusty shield. Reusable in the same turn. So we could go with more potential damage, I'm going to say, or defense. I'm going to go with the damage, I think. This is rare. And this backs us off of a critical state, which... adds 2 to the counter so it can give us 6 shield. This one just gives us 4. I'm going to do that one. And then we get another weapon up here anyway. So let's see what this is about. The spear. Can roll 1 odd die. Or the rusty. I'm going to do the damage. Let's do the damage. Let's see what happens with it. I'm not going to do an elite fight because I'm still learning. And I don't want to get, my head torn off. Velta zombie. Alright, they're gonna hit for 2. Well, so if I just do you, click this, right, and then just shield myself, I'm covered. And then they have a 9, right? So let's see if I can do a 5 and a 4, but if I do that, we enter the critical state. And then can roll 1 extra odd die. So if I do that, then we're doing 15 damage. Ooh boy, that's a lot of damage. And then I'm going to end my turn because I don't have any more dice. Then we have the armor to block the shield with the shield damage that he's coming out. I got a feeling that they're going to be bigger damage coming down our way. Let's see here. So I'm going to swing for the 4. Only a 1. These kind of aren't really great rolls here. 5, but if I do the critical, or if I do the bones, you can reroll trinkets freely in a critical state. I mean, I don't really need to, right? Add 2 to the counter. I really don't need to. I'm just going to do that. And then, I mean, if I get really lucky, maybe I get a 6. Nope, I got a 3. So, I mean, just add the 4 damage to it, and then we do 4, and he's down to 1, and we call it good. Yeah, we had the shield there. So he's shielding up, but I mean, I'm just going to finish him off. Let's see what we can do here. So that's just going to be a flat 4 no matter what. And then this one's going to be 6. And then, yeah, he's dead. He was dead with the 4, but still, again, I'm trying to get that critical state. Trying to get that critical style on him, you know? Trying to hit him hard. All right, let's see what we got. Another counter or negative dice. Oh, but it subtracts 1 through 6, so that could wipe out an entire dice. I'm gonna go with the counter because that's a little bit more controlled, less RNG. So let's hope for that. Let's hope for that being the right choice here. We could do another weapon if we really wanted to, but I'm just gonna go for a battle because I think, well, we have the shop here. We got two coins that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna take the battle. I want to get some more monies. A little bit of a tougher doggy, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's roll the dice. 2. That stops the damage. That's fine. I'll take that. I don't see us getting a critical. 5. If I get a 4, that's a critical. 7. Nope. That's all she wrote. Let's drop that there and just do the 7 damage, and that's their turn. Yep, so that's all blocked. That's great. We could probably get the kill this round. 3, 4 with a random amount. Let's see if we can get the kill. Let's see if we can get the kill before we set up our defense. 3, 3, 4. So that's only, let's see what we get here. 6. Well, we get the critical state. And he's already dead. I mean, just whatever. No big deal. Right there. Yeah, see? Got the kill. Nice. Got a little bit more points. I'm assuming that's just for, like, bragging rights. Let's see what we got inside the chest. Another coin. Or every side of this dice is odd. So it technically... So you have 1, 3, 5, and 7. And you've got a 25% chance for each of those. Interesting. I kind of like that. Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the shop. Let's see here. Broken crystal ball. Lower 3 prediction, or make 3 low predictions on tray random dice rolls. I have enough for this one. Ghost tooth. For the highest rolled die on the board, roll a ghost die of the same value. Rebound. Tray bound. So this stays after a critical. But that's a little rough. This might be what we get, actually. This, draw 3 times from your bag. This would be really probably the best choice for us because our shield isn't the best. So if I get that, yeah. So I think that's a better play for us for survivability. Die for health. Die fusion. What else is there? Yeah, let's go this way. Let's try and die fusion. Let's try and get that if this doesn't kill us. Oh, what are you doing? Bones, gain of bones in your tray on hurt. 3 and 4. So I'm glad we got this new shield. Let's see here. So 7. 7 and bam, right there. Draw 3 dice, and that means we've got 10 defense, which is enough to save us from the 7 coming down range. I'm gonna focus on you first. So let's go here. Let's roll this die. Let's see what we get. A 1. That's fabulous. That's just stellar. Great roll, me. Great roll. That's a 7. I can hope for the 2. Or the 3. Or not that at all. Or not that at all. Yep, can't do anything with it. What do we get? Let's see here. So we got the 5. And we got the critical. We got it. Oh, nice. But can re-roll odd die. How do I do that? Can roll 1 extra odd die. Oh, okay. Every other side is odd. So that worked with our other die, but we don't have that right now. I gotcha. Okay, so that would have been nice to play off of before. Unfortunately, we didn't have it. But hey, we still did some damage. We still got some out there, which is great. 5 and 4. All right, so we really gotta... Let me go down here. Let me see what we can get. Can we re-roll during a critical state? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. So we got 7, 8. They're super risky. 12. And we can't bring it down. Shoot. Yep. So let's swap to the shield. 4. I mean, that's going to save us some damage. Yeah, we're just taking damage. Our first turn, taking some damage. All right, let's see what we can do. So, can roll an extra odd die where all dice are... So, yeah. So, let's do... So, we get... Do we get the 6? We got the 4. We got the 7. Oh. Nice. And only 1 extra damage. But, hey, we still... We made it work. We got the thing. And now we're going to take some damage for it, though. If we get a 6... Nope, we got the exact opposite. So we're just going to take the 1, and we're going to take 5 damage. That's all we can do. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. He's going to do 6 damage to us. So, let me see here. So, 4 and a 7. Well, let's do the 4. And let's see what we got here. Is that going to be a 2? Nope. I don't want to handle this. I mean, I guess I'll take the heal. Or not take the heal. I'll take the thing there. So if we get 6 or 9, I mean, let's see what we can get here. We got 7. I'm just gonna take the damage on it there, and then we got another attack here. Wow. There we are. Cool. Awesome. We're gonna end our turn right there. Destroyed after battle. Subtract 1 from counter. Got it. Cool. Great. 7 damage to us. Let's set up our armor again. That seems to be the better strategy for us. If we stop rolling 1s. That's a 4. Jeez. Or that's oh my goodness. We are just terrible. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. That was just painful. That was just painful. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Yeah, I know armor's lost. They're swinging at us for 9. Let's see what we can get for damage on him. We don't have the odd die. We do have enough to try and even this out and do 9 damage to him. So if I drop that down, there we are, critical. We hit him with that, and then we do the shovel. And we just hit him for the 3, and we win. Nice, good stuff. Oh, good, we got deal 100 damage, unlocked 1 item. Nice, awesome. I'm assuming that's like the meta stuff. Level up. Oh, we have experience. I didn't realize that we were doing that. Eye patch you can re-roll 1s on the board. Halo on health loss, gain blood token with the same value. Blood tokens add value. Oh. I mean, this is legendary. I'm gonna take the legendary one. Oh, to put it on our character. Oh, that's fun. Another counter or a copper die. Can't roll higher than the highest value on the board. Okay. So if I roll a 1 on everything, it can't be higher than a 1. That's not helpful. I think I'm gonna get the coin. I think I'll take the coin. We have a chance to heal ourselves or get a weapon and then go for the dice fusion. I'm going to go for the weapon chest and the dice fusion. I want to see what this is all about. Rare or an uncommon. That's a 10. Ghost shield. Duplicate all the die on the board and try and place them in the tray. Oh. That's really actually pretty good. for things we got going on. I mean, I almost kind of want to do that just to try it out. Yeah, let's give it a go. I mean, let's swap that out. Let's have some fun with it. It's only our first time playing, so it's not a big deal. All right, so dice fusion. What do we got here? I'm assuming it's typical. We can just put the thing in there. This is an odd die. So if I were to do, well, let's just do. I have to do a magical dice. Oh, all right. So if I did you and you, what does that do for me? Can be rerolled during a critical state or the odd die. Let's do the odd die. That didn't do anything for me. That just made the die. What did that do for me? It just made an odd die. It just got rid of the dice. Maybe I had to do 2 normal dice or something? Cursed offering. What is this about? And then do I lose something? Iron sword or no, I don't want to get the cursed ghost shield. I haven't even tried this thing yet. Iron sword can roll 1 extra die from your tray. Unlucky curse times 4. Rerolling dice forces a lower prediction onto a random die. I mean, I can exit and not take either of these. So there's that. Can roll 1 extra die from your tray. I mean, this seems like a really baller kind of thing. Let's try it out. I mean, not that I ever really might need it. I only have 1 gold. We have a dice fusion and we have an elite battle. Let's do the elite battle and see how badly this goes. Oh, that's gonna go really badly. And the blood moon. Yep. Okay, so what that means is what? Overkill is converted in back to health. So if they oh my goodness, that's gonna suck so much. All right, so well, they're gonna hit us pretty hard. I'm gonna try and get defenses going. Let's see. 4? 1? That didn't help any. Oh, I can re-roll I can re-roll that. Nice. And then I'm gonna do this. Yes. Excellent. Because the eye patch coming in clutch. Alright, let's see now. I have 9 defense. I mean, you only got 18 health, so I'm gonna focus on you. Let's see if we can get the 12. I mean, we got a 5. We got a 2. Why are these? Because of the curse. Because of the curse. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Hey, this is still helpful. It's still 9 damage going out to this guy. And we are covered. With the 9 shield, we're covered. Good. Okay, yep. Yep, owie, owie, owie. Alright. Let's set up our defenses first. Again. So if I go here, got a 3. 6, perfect. And then we get the dice. The ghost dice are going to be really helpful here. Times 3. Unlucky curses 3 in a row. Rolling a dice forces a lower prediction on onto random die. I'm going to just use the rusty spear for now. Because if I can get that and oh shoot, I don't have a way to back that off. I can take the 6 damage or we can go for it. Let's try it. Let's see here. 10. Nope. No. Well, no. No, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I just can't. There. Okay. So now I got to do this guy, and I can't force a lower prediction on this dice because it's always going to be a 4. So that was a good way of playing it, and we got this guy dead anyway, so that worked out really well. And we do have enough armor for the attack coming in. 4 and 4. Okay. Current score value, I guess. And then let's see here. So they're shielding, so I'm just going to swing this round. Well, I mean, I don't really have a choice, right? Curse weakens a critical or using a weapon successfully. Is that always going to be there? Or does that reset? I have questions. I don't know. Alright, well, we got the 4. 5, 6, 7. We can do 12 damage. Right? No, we only I'll do it to 11. Shoot. Shoot, I was hopeful. Well, hit him. And there we are. Yep, 7, and so now they've got that, and they're going to hit me for that much harder. Oh, unfortunate. So we're going to set up our defenses again first. Let's see what we can do. So this is a 5 and a 4? Oh, 4. Perfect. So that's the block value there. Let's go with the shield, or the iron sword. I guess I kind of have to. We got 8. And that's a 2, and I'll just hit these guys for 1 and 1. And then it's not cursed anymore. And then we have a really nice weapon. Nice. And that's not helping. That's not going to hit anything. Because these are just going to subtract the counter. Okay. Alright, cool. Yep, alright, then we got... Let's focus here. Take this guy out right now. And then... Do I want to... I'm going to kind of do defense. I'm going to try and do defense. Let's see if we can get some defense going. Alright, let's see. I can re-roll that. Let's re-roll it. 2. Nope, that's the damage. That's the damage. So I'll just take that. I don't want to try and do the critical. As nice as it would be to do that, I don't need to. That's a 2. And that's a 3, so that's 5 damage. Hey, sure. Alright, cool. And then we're going to end our turn. We're not taking any damage. Our shield is going to cover it. Perfect. They're shielding, so... Swinging for the fences, right? So that's 5. And that's that. Can we get a 2? Got a 1. But I can re-roll it. And then I'll take 1 off the top. And then smack him for that. Nice. And then I hope 4. Perfect. Done. Done. We win. No, wait. We didn't win. Why didn't we win? I don't know why we didn't win. I thought we killed him. Or maybe I was 1 short. I should have used... Oh, I didn't use the token. Way to go, me. Well, let's go here. Let's try this out. So that's the 5. 9. Let's see what we roll. 11 and the counter. 12. Perfect. Good. We win. Okay. Now do we win? Oh no, overkill. Overkill. That's what is healing him. That's not what went wrong. It's the fact that I wasn't remembering that they had the blood moon on them. So when I was overkilling them or hitting them for more than their HP, they were healing. So I had to kill them exactly. I wasn't paying attention. Reading is fun. All right, let's see what we get from the elite battle. Let's see what our reward is. Well, it's taking a while to open. Oh, we get a trinket. And does it show return all dice? Oh. Is this like a one-time use? I don't know how that works. From the highest dice roll value the same dice. So I click on that. Well, I'll take that. I'll take it. Whatever. All right. So yeah, no, this was Busy Gamer Dad showing you guys a fun little game, a demo for it. This is our new Steam, not Steam, sorry. This is our game that's available on Steam. I'll have a link for you guys should you want to try it out for yourselves. Die for the Lich. It's a fun game where your dice are affecting your equipment, and your equipment affects your dice, and it's how you attack and defend. and balancing those out and trying to get to the boss and have some fun. This was our first episode where we're just kind of going into the game blind, having some fun with it, seeing what the mechanics are. Next episode, we will talk more about in-depth mechanics as I played a couple of rounds and how I'm feeling the game flows and how it functions. And our third episode and final episode will be my closing thoughts and things that will be really good to discuss as the busy gamer and see if I think that this game is worth a time in your library or not, or who it might be for. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to check out this game, Die for the Lich, with me, and I hope to see you next episode. Later.